me. Don't worry, it's nothing on your end. It's on my end here, so I'm going to change that in just a bit. But for now, go ahead and answer those questions. If you finish up before 5:25, just hang tight. We're going to get started then. And if you're having any difficulty seeing them, or if you have any questions, just let me know in the chat box. We're going to get started at 5:25.
Right, perfect. Well, we are going to go ahead and get started here. Once again, welcome to the interview. My name is Edson Garcia. I'm the district manager for Cypress as well as the surrounding areas. Our time today, it's going to be split into two different sessions. First, we're going to have an information session. I will be using my outline today as well, just to make sure I don't miss anything. And there are several of you here present for that. Let me actually go ahead and share my screen here. So we have Brian, Krenel, Leah, I believe it's pronounced, as well as Amarilis, and Jay Brad, who is a manager, he'll be observing today. But just so you all know, you are muted. As I mentioned, you can see and chat with me. I can see and chat with you. We want to do it this way for two different reasons. First, we want to do it to respect everyone's privacy. But secondly, we want to be more time efficient. And I'm sure you understand we don't necessarily have 30 minutes to spend with every single person, but I'm going to spend about 25 minutes telling you a little bit about our positions as well as the company you're applying for. I know some of you may have heard about us through a letter in the mail. If you did, congrats on receiving that. Some of you might have heard about us online through social media, might have friends on the team and might know quite a bit about what we do. In other cases, some people don't know much about what we do. I'm going to play a brief position description video. After that, I'll talk about our team, our pay, and what training would be like if you were accepted. We train all of our new team members, so there's no experience necessary for the position. And after that, I'll meet with each of you for a final one-on-one where I'll just ask you some final questions, get to know you a little bit better, and then I will let you know whether or not you've been accepted for the position. If that sounds fair to you, go ahead and type "got it" in the chat box for me. Perfect. Now, here's what I'm looking for in the interview today. I'm looking for people that are eager to learn. One reason we work with a lot of students is we found that they're very coachable, adaptable, open to learning and growing. I'm looking for people that present well over video. I can tell who's being attentive and who isn't. I'm also looking for all different types of people and personalities since they all do well with us. But one thing they all have in common is that they're positive, they're friendly, and they're easy to get along with. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and play the video here. Again, if you're having any technical difficulties, any questions, just go ahead and let me know in the chat box.
You want me
but
to
give
tell
me
you
a thumbs up if you can
Vector
see
in 7
the
minutes
video
or
on
less?
your screen there.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay, great.
So, our company is called Vector Marketing Corporation. We were founded in 1981. We're a sales company that cares more about people than sales, which ironically is the secret of why we sell so much. We've won numerous awards for things like culture, work-life balance, great place to work, proud of that one. Our leaders and our alumni have written bestsellers, competed in the Olympics, given TED Talks, conquered Hollywood, and I think what's most important, they've started charities that impact people all over the globe. And it all starts with our product, Cutco Cutlery. Cutco is the #1 selling houseware product in all of North America. Cutco, and I can say this from personal experience as a mom, are the best kitchen knives on planet Earth. Our representatives love it. Our millions and millions of customers love it. Families own Cutco for years and years and years and years and years and years.
I've had Cutco for 32 years.
Well, the knives have been in my family for 70 plus years because they purchased them before I was born.
So when I heard a couple people like, oh yeah, I've had mine for like 15 years or 20 years or 30 years, I'm like, okay.
They're backed with a forever guarantee, so they get passed down like heirlooms to kids and grandkids. And it's not just kitchen stuff. We make outdoor items, garden, fishing, hunting, barbecue, stuff for mom, stuff for dad, gifts for everybody. Our products are unique, so our sales approach has to be unique. The majority of our sales come from doing one-on-one presentations. One rep presenting to one person or married couple, one at a time, not in groups. Presentations take place in either the customer's home or over the phone with the customer in front of a computer. Virtual presentations over the phone, that means a customer can ask questions to a qualified company representative while they get to browse through the options. It's like having a personal shopper. It's an incredible experience. Now, new representatives, most of whom have never sold anything before, they get started by presenting Cutco to people that they know. They practice with family members, neighbors, friends' parents, married couples with kids age 30 and older. Those are the type of people that Cutco's relevant for. They get paid for every qualified presentation they do, even if it's to their grandma or their coach or their friend's mom and dad. As long as the presentation is one-on-one and the customer is over 30 and working, and they get paid even if they don't sell anything. Our representatives schedule their own appointments, so they're in total control of their income. In fact, our pay is often worded base per appointment, which means they earn the minimum of that base amount for every single presentation they do, even if they don't make a sale. It also means when people buy stuff, which is more often than not, it means their pay is a lot more exciting. We have representatives that sell thousands of dollars every week and earn hundreds of dollars on a single presentation. Because if they're investing the time to improve and grow and make sales, they deserve to get rewarded for that. I would say the most important skill they learn, and this is a skill that everyone needs, is how to sell themselves and how to network with others. Ask any career-driven professional or any business owner. Networking through word-of-mouth advertising is the best way to get customers. So we've built a system over many decades where customers introduce us to their friends, family, coworkers. So we're never presenting to random strangers, which means we never run out of work. It's not hard for customers to think of people who might like Cutco because, well, everybody eats. Schedules can be fixed or flexible. Fixed means working the same hours every week. Flexible means they can change week to week. Our representatives can choose to work part-time, days, evenings, afternoons, weekends, or some combo of those. We teach them time management, networking, and how to make a schedule. They'll learn the scripts, the products, and build confidence. The only catch is that training is unpaid. We expect them to make that investment of their time into us if we're going to invest our resources into them. They get their supplies and the training materials all for free. No, we don't look for people with experience. We look for people that are honest, that believe in Cutco, and want to grow. People that are coachable, eager to learn. Those are the types of people that succeed in sales in really any industry. There's a reason a lot of very successful people's first job was in sales. Kanye West was a salesperson at The Gap. Johnny Depp and Jennifer Aniston were telemarketers. The CEO of Netflix was a door-to-door vacuum cleaner salesman. He said, "I loved it. I got to meet all these different people." The owner of the Dallas Mavericks, the Shark Tank guy, Mark Cuban, started his career selling magazines. He said, "There's no difference selling magazines, million-dollar software, or advertising, or anything. Sales is all about communication. And when you master communication, you can do anything." So sales is not for everybody. Is it for you? Well, only you can answer that. Adam Grant, he's a professor at UPenn. He did a study that proved anyone can learn to sell, regardless of personality. Inc. magazine endorsed us. They said, if you want to learn how to sell, Cutco is a good place to do it. A piece of Cutco is sold every 66 seconds. Every 10 minutes, a Cutco sales representative in North America is getting another pay raise. I mean, what more can you say to that?
Perfect. Now, in summary, here's what you just learned. You know that we sell Cutco cutlery. Our position is 100% remote through one-on-one preset presentations. Work from home reps, they don't use a sample set. Almost everybody wins some products while working with us. All of our representatives, they attend a 2-day training seminar. Training is unpaid. However, starting immediately out of training, they'll begin doing practice presentations with people that they know, and they're paid a weekly base pay of $22 per appointment or more when they make sales. So they never have to pressure customers to get anything. They never have to pressure friends, family members to get anything. Just to give you a personal illustration, I was actually in each of your seats about 6 years ago now. I found out about the position through a friend from high school while I was a student at the University of California, Irvine. I attended the training seminar, just found that it built my confidence. It gave me everything I needed to get started. When I first began, I showed the products to some family members, family friends, past coaches, as well as some friends' parents. The products, they more than made up for the fact that I didn't have much experience talking to people at the time. And I just remember making my first sale, earning my first pay raise, and feeling incredible from there. But two other things happened as I continued to do more and more presentations. The first was that my communication skills improved. And the second was that people were recommending their friends, family, and coworkers to me. I started by seeing people that I knew, and I was able to branch out from there. I began seeing friends of friends, then I was seeing friends of friends of friends, if that makes sense. After my first couple of weeks, I had been introduced and recommended to over 200 new people to see. I'd have to count the exact number, but I was in control of my schedule and my income. Now, the last line of the video is actually incorrect. She said that a piece of Cutco is sold every 66 seconds. This was true in 2019. Last year and this year, it's been about every 55 seconds. In the chat box, go ahead and let me know why you think our company is doing so well right now. Yeah, the company has definitely grown, Amarilis. Of course, being one of the only companies with 100% remote positions, we do have a ton of applicants. And from there, we're able to select the ones that we want to bring onto our team. Yeah, and Brian, you make a good point. The representatives are able to just sell themselves as well as the products, and just the quality of the product really does speak for itself. Yeah, and kind of, I think that's a big point as well. People have been home a lot more this past year or so, so they've just been cooking a lot more. And I've also found that Cutco tends to be one of those products that's recession proof. It's something that people both want and need. Now, with that, I did want to go over a few more common questions that people typically have. Let me go ahead and actually share these with you. And give me a thumbs up if you can see the slideshow on your screen there. Perfect, perfect. Now, this first question, I think it's an important question to ask. Why get a job if you're not going to enjoy it? I'll show you some of the slides and then you can decide for yourself. As you saw in the video, we won a lot of company awards, but far more important to me than the badges are the type of people we have the opportunity to work with. And one thing I really enjoy is that everyone on our team, they're just positive, they're hardworking, motivated, and really looking to be the best that they can be, which is something that creates an amazing culture within our organization here. Now, we call the people that used to work with us but don't anymore Vector alumni. Maybe they worked for a summer break, a couple summers, a couple months, a couple years to get some experience, make some money, get a leg up. These are people that don't have any incentive to say good things about us anymore, yet they do it anyways. As you can see there, we've been written about in different places such as Time, Forbes, LinkedIn, USA Today, just to name a few. 74% of alumni said that working here allowed them to get a better position in the future. With that, though, I did want to highlight 3 my personal favorite articles. The very first one is about Cameron Brown. Cameron is the son of a former Cavs and Lakers coach, Mike Brown. Being the son of an NBA coach, I'm sure you understand he doesn't have to work if he didn't want to, but he started showing Cutco to make a name for himself, not his dad, which I really respect. The second one is Mary Beck. She was promoted to Senior Vice President of Marketing and Promotions for MLB and NHL networks at the age of 32. ESPN did an article on her. She talked about her one summer showing Cutco. And the third one is Brad Couture. Brad was a business major, worked 4 years of college, landed his dream job at a tech company, and wrote this article on how selling knives helped him save $30,000 while being a student. I'm actually going to go ahead and put a link for those in the chat box. I would recommend saving this link just so you have access to it after the video chat. But this next question, can people really make money selling knives? Again, I'll let you answer this question. Our representatives, they get paid either the base pay or the commission, whichever is greater, but not both. They get pay raises as their career sales go up from 10% to 15%, all the way up to 30%. Here's what a rep would make on a $200 sale. By the way, the average order for our company nationwide is about $400. Of course, with our training program, many reps have bigger sales their first couple of weeks on the job. So if you're wondering if we have 17 to 22-year-olds that make a career-like income here, the answer is yes. This is a recent sales report. If you were to take these numbers, multiply them by 20 or 25%, you'd start to get an idea of a representative's earning potentials. Of course, they don't need to be money motivated to get a great experience while working with us. And success starts with our training. If accepted for the position, there are 5 things we cover in training to make each of our reps successful. Step 1 is a reason to work. We teach each student how to pick goals that are unique for them. Cutco sells itself. They learn how to sell themselves. Step 2 is to make a names list. They'll write down as many people they can think of to practice with. They don't present to all of them, but it helps them get started with who they could show. Step 3 is to make a schedule, fixed or flexible. Step 4 is to practice the scripts. We spent decades developing scripts that our representatives can use. The most important script is the networking script. After seeing people they know, we teach them how to ask for introductions or recommendations. Our new representatives, they learn this script and average 5 per person, which means if they were to practice with 20 people, they now have somewhere around 100 new contacts for them to present to. If you understand this point, you'll understand that we don't give our representatives a list of people to call. Our reps, they don't do any cold calling or telemarketing. They only reach out to people either that they personally know or have been personally introduced to and are expecting from that rep to set it up. The 5th and final step is to set up the presentations. And this is really the best part of the training. We teach our reps to communicate to their customers that they get paid just to show it. That way there's no pressure to buy anything, and it's really up to the customer at the end of the day. So now that you've had a chance to learn a little bit more about us, it's my turn to learn some more about you. I will be meeting with each of you here for a final one-on-one where I'm just going to ask you some additional questions, get to know you a little bit better, and then I will let you know whether or not you've been accepted for the position. I will be inviting each of you to a breakout room. None of the other applicants will be able to hear us talk. When you see the pop-up on your screen, just press accept or join. A new browser tab will open and we'll be able to turn on your audio so that we can talk. As you saw earlier, there are several of you, only one of me, so please be patient while you wait. But while you wait, I will have you watch a financial documentary. This is something that features our alumni as well as some of our current team members. It's called How to Save $100,000 in Your 20s, full of practical wisdom for people that are interested in building wealth at a young age. So I'm going to go ahead and send this over to you, but I will be meeting with you in this order. So Leah, I'll be meeting with you first. Krenel, I'll be meeting with you second. Amarilis, I'll be meeting with you third. And then Brian, I'll be meeting with you after that, all right? But besides that, wish the best of luck to each of you, and I'm looking forward to speaking with you in a bit.